Okay, thank you for joining us today. In this episode of Page Family Debate, we are going to be debating the cognitive effects and screen time. Samantha, what side of this debate are you going to be taking?
I'm pro effects.
Pro adverse effects?
Yes.
Okay. And Carson?
I am con adverse effects.
Okay. Carson went first on the last debate, so Samantha, you're going to be going first. We're going to do the same rules. We'll do a 3-minute opening, and then we'll do a rebuttal phase, and then we'll do a closing argument.
Okay.
Sound good? Okay. Sam has elected to give Carson the floor first, even though it was your turn and your choice, but you chosen to give Carson the floor first. So Carson, you will start the debate with your opening statement, your first 3 minutes, okay? Okay, let's shake. Let's debate. Carson, go ahead and start now.
Okay, so screen time from many articles I have seen says that brain scans show premature thinning of the cortex, which is the outermost layer of the brain that processes types of information from your senses. But this is actually something that happens during her maturity, during maturing, and during puberty in general. During puberty, her cortex thins by itself, not just by screen time. And this is they tested 11,000 9 to 10-year-olds, which is around the start, or a little bit before the start of puberty. So, but many articles I saw also said that screens can relieve stress, as well as just cause a release of dopamine from the brain. It's because of some of the funny videos or something like that on the internet and stuff like that. Of course, I'm not saying that excessive screen time is good, because moderation is everything when it comes to screen time and stuff like that. But there are tools on the internet and stuff like that it can help people through school or something that they're having trouble with. The tools on the internet can help people get through those and keep moving forward. It also helps people communicate with others. People who, especially during these times, it helps people communicate to other people who they can't see at the moment. My friends live on the other side of the Tiger, and they can't, and we can't really see each other.
30 seconds.
The screens also allow apps like Facebook, Reddit, Discord. These are all apps that have communities that you can talk to multiple people with, and that can all have similar opinions. And it's places where you can share similar opinions. And many things have said that help with learning and stuff like that because of the educational tools on the internet as well. A couple of things I found on some sources I found said that it helps I'm going to quote this. Electronic devices and games may encourage cognitive learning and development of analytical skills. That's some of the things I found on multiple sources. This may, in turn, help children build innovative thinking and investigation skills, strategic thinking, and creativity.
Done? Okay. Okay, Samantha, you will have your opening statement. I will allow you the same luxury that Carson had. He went over 36 seconds, so if you choose to take that time, you can certainly save that time on your side, okay? So you now have your 3 minutes and 36 seconds starting now.
For preteens and teenagers, excessive use of screen time, especially late at night, will affect their sleep. Too much time spent on social media, as well as lack of sleep, can affect behavior and cognitive performance in school and learning, interference with learning. They found that higher levels of screen time were related to some physical and mental health concerns, such as poor diet, obesity, and depression. So kids focus a lot of times on social media. There's a lot of negative comments on social medias too, which can impact people and cause depression. So nearly half of children 8 and under have their own devices, spend an average about 2 hours a day on digital screens. What is all this screen time doing to their brains? Well, children spend more than 2 hours a day on screen time. Activities, people who have do that much of screen time at school activities score lower on language and thinking tests. So they are spending more time on their screens and not paying attention to things around them. So they're more focused on that. That they're distracted. Well, they're distracted by their screens.
Mm-hmm.
So say they go to do a test, makes them hard to focus. Some children with more than 7 hours a day of screen time experience thinning of brain in cortex, the area of the brain related to the satirical thinking and reasoning. Would you rather her succeed in school and be good at school? Would you rather spend more time succeeding at a video game or making a YouTube video? Some people focus more on their screens and devices than they do on actual schoolwork, which can cause them to fail school.
Great. Excellent points. Okay. Carson, did you prepare any kind of rebuttal arguments of what you thought you might see from the pro side of things? Go ahead and give you.
I did not prepare one, but I just go off of hers.
Okay,
My
great.
rebuttal.
Great. Here we go. Go ahead and start your rebuttal.
So you said that excessive screen time is what causes all these things. And as I said earlier, moderation from the parents or her guardian is always, he's keying electronics. Everyone knows that too much, like 7 hours, seems like it's a pretty excessive amount of time sometimes to be on a screen. And as you said, it thins the cortex. But as I said, thinning of cortex already happens during maturity in general. So when that thinning of the cortex happens, it's like practically maturing quicker, if you think about it. As well as some games that encourage players to level up more and stuff like that, they actually help the child or whoever it is develop mathematical and engineering skills as well as motivation to meet their goals. Because of that, like trying to level up, I gotta level up all the time, or like trying to beat that high score, or like I need to do this to beat that high score, mathematical skills. For younger children, like around preschool age, electronic devices may help stimulate senses and imagination. Some use may help to promote listening ability and learning sounds and speech for preschoolers because of the sounds that come out of their screen, or or some of the games that help you, like let you draw or stuff like that. That will help your imagination.
Okay, that's good. That's 2 minutes. Anything you want to add quickly? Are you good?
I'm good.
Samantha, give you a chance to answer any of the things that he said. Go ahead.
Okay, so yes, it is part of growing up. Thinning the brain is part of growing up. But if you start earlier and your brain starts thinning, and And then once you start growing up, it'll thin more, and that's not
Gotcha.
healthy. So yes, it does help you. Like the levels in growing up does help you, like in math and stuff. But a lot of people spend hours and hours and hours at it and then have no time at all to do their actual schoolwork they're actually supposed to do. So it makes it a lot harder, and it makes it more stressful, because if they would have to do it last minute. And if you do it that late, or like your eyes are just drawn to the screen, it makes it hard to sleep too.
Yep.
Because you're staying up late and your eyes are strained, and it's just hard to focus. It's hard to sleep, and yeah. So some of the things that it affects is it affects a lot of things. It affects your sleep.
Yep.
It affects your behavior, your learning, your diet, emotions, language, thinking, and thinking. So it affects a lot of things more than it helps things.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that is all.
That's all. Okay, great.
Thinking twice.
Thank you. Thinking twice, that's right. You said thinking, thank you, but that's okay. Got it.
Thinking and thinking.
Okay, why don't we just do a quick 30-second to a minute wrap-up conclusion. Carson, go ahead and just kind of put your general thoughts together and close us out. Go ahead.
Well, all in all, it's just, of course, you can't just be on there for 8 to 12 hours a day, okay, because obviously that's going to be bad for your eyes or in your brain. But as long as you are in there, like, as long as you are using electronics within moderation, and you are being careful of, like, how much screen time you're doing, and making room in your schedule for other things besides just your screen time, then it seems like screens aren't as bad as some people are putting it off to be. So yeah, it just doesn't seem like people are making it out to be a lot worse than it actually is.
Okay. Samantha, go ahead.
In conclusion, I think it's very distracting, and it affects a lot of things when it shouldn't. And yes, if you do less, it won't hurt your eyes, but it's still, people are just addicted to this. Like,
Right.
You really think people are actually going to control. A lot of people just can't control all of that.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot harder to focus, and at school, like a lot of times people want to sneak your phones or video games, or say their parents want a restriction, they try and sneak that. So it also makes it so you can't, so you like try and sneak things and hiding from people.
Yeah.
So overall, it's just, yes, if you control it, it is okay, but it's hard to, because it's just so addicting. And if you say you do 3 hours a day, then the next day you go right on to 3 hours a day, it starts to hurt your brain even doing that every single day.
Gotcha.
And so people just can't like just do 2 or 1 hours. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you both. You have both made some excellent points. If I was to recap on the con side of thing, I think there are some valid points to having this as a healthy distraction at times. I agree, it can definitely release the dopamines, because that's kind of what gets you addicted to it in the first place. But the stress release, I think, is a good point. That's good there. It can definitely help with communication, and during this social distancing time that we have to stay connected with our friends, there's definitely some value there as
In
well.
these challenging times.
In these challenging times. Samantha, I think that the pros were excellent. I think you stated it very clearly and very well. Sleep, behavior, learning, the physical aspect with diet and depression, and not every adult or child, for that matter, can have the self-discipline to turn themselves away from their screen. It can be very addicting. You're absolutely correct on that. So definitely needs to be in moderation, what I think I've heard from both of you. So very well done. Good job with your arguments. Carson, if you want to come up here, you guys come up here and shake hands, and we'll go ahead and close this one out. Okay, Samantha, Carson, excellent job. Thank you all again for joining us for Page Family Debate. Carson, go ahead and close this out. What would you like to say, sir?
I hope you guys enjoyed this. We plan on doing these every Friday.
Yeah.
Another Friday.
Good point.
And I plan on posting them on Saturdays. It's because of the editing and stuff. I'm gonna edit it on Saturdays.
Okay.
So we are recording on Fridays. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Hit like, subscribe, comment. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.